everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mariana. If you are new here, hi, welcome. Today is kind of a different video. As you can see, I'm outside, and luckily my microphones are kind of like a soundproof thing, so you can't really hear the cars going by, so that is a lucky thing. Today's video, we're going to be talking about an important historical woman by the name of Helen Keller. Last night, I was on TikTok, scrolling around TikTok, brain rotting as one does, and a video of a movie clip came up. It was a Helen Keller biopic movie clip. I clicked on the search bar to where it brought me more clips of the movie, and then also more stuff about Helen Keller. I learned about her in school, which I feel like a lot of people did, but as I continued to scroll down about more videos about her, there was a lot of videos of people thinking that she was faking. There was a video of this parade of this woman and her sister or her daughter, I don't know, pretending to be her, like acting as Helen's teacher and Helen herself. And the way that they portrayed them was very, like, making fun of her. And I've seen this a lot, actually, like in movies and adult cartoons like Family Guy.
1101001. 011 011 I've been getting away with this since I was 7. Believe me, I know what I'm doing.
Good morning, girls. Helen?
I just don't know why. It's very weird to me. There's a lot of people also who believe that she was faking the whole thing.
She was fake.
The teacher was fake.
No, she was not. I'm just saying Helen Keller is a fraud. Like, she's not real.
Fraud. So she could definitely see.
Okay, here's the thing. No, she was blind and deaf.
How are you
But I guess how do you prove you're blind?
Which, if you didn't know, Helen Keller grew ill at the age of 2 years old and lost the ability to see and hear and to communicate with her family. Now, I have a bunch of notes about, like, her life and stuff like that, which I will get into here in a minute. I just felt like I wanted to make this video because I just saw so many videos of people believing that, like, saying, is Helen Keller even real? Was she a real person?
Helen Keller. How does she fly a plane? I have all my senses, and I can barely even drive a bike. I think Helen Keller is just a pathological liar and she just wanted attention.
Or did any of this actually ever happen? And yes, it did. There's video footage on YouTube, which is free to watch, of Helen Keller speaking to another woman.
In this room sits a remarkable woman. She is Miss Helen Keller. She does not see the room or the book that she is reading. She sees nothing. She does not hear the rustling of the curtains behind her. She hears nothing. She is deaf and blind.
It is not blindness or deafness that brings me my darkest hours.
It is not blindness or deafness that bring me my darkest hours.
It is the attitude that I put meant in not being able to speak normally.
It is the acute disappointment in not being able to speak normally.
Longingly, I think how much more good I might have done if I had only acquired natural speech.
Longingly I feel how much more good I could have done if I had acquired normal speech.
But this sorrowful experience, I understand more fully.
But out of this sorrowful experience, I understand more fully
Human striving,
all human striving,
thwarted ambition,
thwarted ambition,
and the infinite capacity of hope.
and the infinite capacity of hope.
Which I don't understand why people believe that she's fake or like never existed or anything. It's so weird to me and so confusing. But yes, people do believe that she never existed and that she was either faking the whole thing or she never existed or everything was made up, which is not true at all. Let's get into the incredible, very important life of Helen Keller. Helen Keller was born June 27th, 1880 in Alabama. Born to Kate Adams and Arthur H. Keller, her parents, Kate, Helen's mother, was 20 years younger than her father, which was pretty normal back then. It wasn't really frowned upon like it is now. They ended up having 3 children together, the oldest being Helen, the second oldest being Mildred, and the youngest being Phillips Brooke. Helen became deaf and ill after an illness at just 19 months old, which then she started communicating primarily using home signs until the age of 7 years old. Now, especially back then, it was very rare for mothers and fathers and families to keep children like this who had disabilities like this in the home. It was very, very rare to keep children with such severe disabilities in the home. Most families with children who are especially deaf and wasn't able to speak and blind would send them to mental hospitals or orphanages or girls' homes or boy homes. They were not primarily in the home at all, which is very sad but also very true, especially back then in 1880. So it was very, very rare that her parents kept her in the home, didn't send her to those facilities or those children's homes or an orphanage. They raised her and they loved her and they coped with her disabilities and learned as Helen grew.
This is a strawberry mixed with the last Red Bull, and it's actually pretty good.
At 7 years old, Helen met her first teacher and lifelong companion, Teacher Ann. Teacher Ann taught her language, reading, and writing. After a long extended time of these subjects, Helen finally attended disability schools. I am sorry if I'm pronouncing these wrong, but Helen attended Redcliffe College and Harvard University and became the first blind and deaf person in the U.S. to earn a Bachelor's of Arts degree. Helen wrote 14 books and was a very well-known author, and writing multiple speeches, essays, and ranging from animals to, I am sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong, but Mahatma Gandhi? Again, I'm sorry. Helen became an activist with those with disabilities and women's suffering, labor rights, and world peace. In 1909, she joined the Society's Party of American Civil Liberties Union. Helen's autobiography, The Story of My Life, 1903, talked about her childhood and her life with her teacher, Anne. It was adapted as a play by William Gibson and later a film by the same title, the 1962 The Miracle Worker. Her birthplace became very well known and also became as a National Historical Landmark. Since 1954, when Helen's childhood home became a house museum, it has also been known as Helen Keller Day. Now, this topic that I'm going to be getting into, I don't have a lot of information about, so it is a very short topic, which I will not be staying on long, and also I don't have a lot of information about it, and a lot of people have their doubts about it, but there also is proof of it and pictures, which I will be putting up. A lot of people don't believe this happened at all. Now, I do believe it a little bit, because there is picture proof and stuff like that. Now, the action of her doing this, I'm not 100% sure, but let's talk about it. In June of 1946, Helen Keller piloted a plane for about 20 minutes on the flight from Rome to Paris. Now, also, there was a lot of tools and a lot of other pieces for her to also be helped with doing this action. Helen Keller passed away June 1st, 1968, at the age of 87 years old. I watched both autobiographies about Helen Keller. One from the 2000s was actually pretty good, and I did enjoy it, and it did teach me a lot, honestly.
Yes. Water. It has a name. Water. Yes. Yes.
The one from the 60s I felt like was kind of also making fun of her, which was kind of fucked up. Like the video I brought up earlier about the sisters or the mother and daughter, and the parade kind of making fun of her also made me upset and pissed off. Alright, now we are going to be talking about the TikTok comments and TV shows that have basically just disrespected her completely. There have been so many videos that I came across last night about people talking about her like she wasn't real, or she never even existed, or she was faking the whole thing, which I don't know why people believe that at all, and it's very concerning because I learned about her in school, and especially the older people that were talking about this also learned about her in school. These are just some of the comments that I came across last night. Now, you can pause the video and take the time for yourself to read this. Also, even TV shows have made fun of her. Again, I don't know why, and it's very concerning, because this woman was very important and very intelligent, selling 14 books, multiple essays, writing her own books, having movies about her, plays about her, learning to talk, and learning to see with the help of her teacher Anne at such a young age is incredible, especially back then. It's just insane that people don't believe that she was real, or she ever existed, or she faked the whole thing when there's a video or footage of so much of her talking, of her communicating with so many people. I just don't get it. I don't get why people make fun of historical important people. She did a lot for women's rights and people with disabilities' rights. I don't get why famous cartoons or movies or people on the internet who are just dumb make fun of people like her. It's very frustrating and it's very annoying. Maybe do some research and actually learn about somebody before just going off of a stupid video or a cartoon or a movie. It is very concerning that so many people believe that she never existed, or don't believe she did half of the things that she actually did do. With that being said, I hope you took something from this video, and I hope you learned something. If you like this type of video or this setting, please let me know and I will definitely do more. And also, there will be more videos like this coming very, very soon. I just have to do my research and pick a person I want to talk about. That being said, I am going to head out. And I hope you learned something from this video, and enjoy the rest of your day, night, or afternoon.